Hello everyone and welcome back to another RuneScape video. It's holiday season once again, so that means a Christmas video. Regardless of what you celebrate, or if you celebrate nothing, I'd like to wish you a happy holidays. Anyway, RuneScape has a pretty large history, and with that comes an event almost every year. In this video we'll be going back in time and counting down 10 interesting facts about all of RuneScape's Christmas events. Number 10. Yo-Yo. The yo-yo was actually the first holiday item that wasn't tradable. You'll discover the reasoning behind this in a later fact. The reaction to it being untradable is fairly mixed, with many players being on both sides. The event itself was quite simple and wasn't really an event, to be honest. All you had to do was talk to Santa Claus to receive your yo-yo. I remember always being jealous of people with yo-yos, as I didn't start playing until 4 years after they released. Number 9. Boss Santas. This one is a fairly well-known fact, but I still find it pretty interesting. During the past 3 events, most boss monsters wear Santa hats. A couple of these bosses include Commander Zilliana, the Giant Mole, and the King Black Dragon. This tradition started in 2014 and still continues today. Number 8. Christmas is cancelled. So far in RuneScape's history, there's only been 1 year where Jagex decided to skip the Christmas event. This actually happened all the way back in 2003, but for a fairly good reason. The RuneScape 2 beta had actually just launched on December 1st, 2003, and there was no way they could get an event out in time. Also, Jagex announced on the 22nd of December that they would no longer be doing holiday event drops due to the massive amount of complaints from players who didn't get an item or they didn't get as many as they would like. This is most likely the reason that nearly every event these days gives non-tradable rewards. Although RuneScape was a little less festive that year, I think RuneScape 2 was the best present that Jagex gave everyone. Number 7. Dungeoneering. Back in 2010, Dungeoneering had just released, so Jagex decided to include this new and exciting skill in their event. It was a very unique event, as rewards ranged from a wearable crab with a Santa hat to the seal of approval emote. Anyway, during the event, if you decided to venture into a dungeon, oftentimes you would run into Forgotten Warriors. They're the same as usual, except this time they're wearing Santa hats. I can only imagine how excited players would have gotten if they dropped the hats after being defeated. That is, until they tried leaving the dungeon with it. Number 6. PvP. This is something that also occurred in the 2010 event. The event was actually playable on PvP worlds back when those existed, although playing on those worlds had a strange side effect. Whenever a player attacked you, or you attacked another player, there were absolutely no animations. The only thing that appeared were the hit spots that showed how much damage was being done. Number 5. Sinterklaas. Sinterklaas is a wizard that has now appeared in 2 Christmas events, the one from 2011 and 2016. His name is actually a reference to the Dutch and Belgian holiday Sinterklaas. The holiday is actually unrelated to Christmas almost entirely, but does occur on the evening of the 5th of December, or in Belgium on December 6th. Much like the real Sinterklaas, they both wear red hats on their heads. Number 4. Textures. Believe it or not, but Jagex may have reused textures from 2007's Christmas event in 2013. In 2013's event, there's a large snow globe directly in the center of the Lumbridge crater. This snow globe looks strangely familiar to the snow globe in 2007. The snow globe from back then is about the size of your character's hand and was given out as a reward for completing the event. Although it's not confirmed if this is true or not, it's believed that 2013's snow globe is a slightly modified and upscaled version of the 2007 one. This is not the only time we've seen textures reused in a holiday event, though. In the 2016 event, you get to take a look at a lot of the old events from past years. This includes events such as the 2007 and 2011 event. The 2011 event involves helping many of the people in the Wizard's Tower, but since this event was created in 2011, it uses the old Wizard Tower instead of the new one. Number 3. The Library. The library scene in the 2011 and 2016 Christmas event had quite a few references to pop culture, and I can imagine Jagex developers had quite a lot of fun thinking of all these examples. Whenever you search the bookcases in the library, you would see titles such as Fremlins, Wizard 2, and Wizard 3. Fremlins is a parody of the popular film Gremlins, while Wizard 2 and Wizard 3 parody the Die Hard films. Number 2. Cage. Part of 2013's event involves saving Santa Claus from a cage he was trapped in. This cage also just so happened to have the Examine option. For anyone who's played RuneScape, you'll know Examine texts are really where Jagex's comedy shines. Anyway, upon freeing Santa, you will have the option to examine the cage. Once you examine it, it'll say Nicolas's Cage, in reference to the actor Nicolas Cage. For anyone who doesn't get the joke, another name for Santa is Saint Nicholas. Number 1. Back to the Future. In 2012's Christmas event, you had to help a snow imp who has taken on the task of being Santa Claus to all of Gillinar's pets. Much like the normal Santa Claus, he needs his own sleigh to deliver presents. After taking off and returning in his sleigh in a cutscene, you see a trail of flames behind it. These flames are a reference to the Back to the Future films. In these movies, a modified DeLorean is used as a time machine. Once the car reaches 88 miles per hour, it activates the time machine, making it disappear, leaving nothing but a trail of flames on the ground behind it. That's all for this video, but if you'd like to see more top 10s, then don't forget to drop a like below. For more content from me, subscribe to my gaming channel, follow me on Twitter, and lastly subscribe here for more RuneScape content. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.